you can see, I got a little friend with me out here, a little spider. See if it'll focus a little more if I pull away there. Anyway, it is Rudy G Funk, and yeah, I got a little friend here with me. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff I got. I told you guys I wanted to start doing some woodworking kind of stuff, and some of the advice, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Owen Reardon from Ireland. He does a lot of hand tool type stuff, and one of the things he said, which I took his advice, is, you just ask your elders, if they got tools that they don't use anymore, that they want to get rid of. And basically I did just that, and I kind of got somewhat of a mother load here. But this right off the bat, this is my dad's here. I just got this off so I can sand this down and re-wedge it. It's a little compromised there, but I'm going to try it anyway. Anyway, he said I can have it, but I told him, no, I'll just fix it up, give it back to you. But I really like the bevel on this, because it's actually, the bevel is like the full line of the hatchet head there. So I don't know, I might keep it. I don't know, try shop it or whatever. But yeah, did I come into some really cool old tools, and I believe I got 2 cross-cutting saws, and I believe this is a ripping saw here, which goes vertically, with the grain. This goes against the grain. Also, you may or may not be able to see this. I do kind of have it a little cluttered here. I'll try to get this stuff here, but I got the 2-man saw, which he had, and if you see down there, there's a little hole right by my good friend there. And it's funny because my mother and I thought it was missing a part, but actually what you do is you take this off of there and you put it there, and that's when your second man comes in to help you. And I also got a couple of these. I thought they were chisels at first, but these are actually saw sharpeners. I gotta watch out for that spider. He's around here somewhere. I want him crawling around. So I got a couple of saw sharpeners there, and I should be able to keep these saws in pretty good shape, and that will eventually happen too. Another thing that was really cool, these 2 handmade machetes by my grandfather on my wife's side, and I thought they were really small. I found it interesting, but the ergonomics, I mean, your typical machete is probably close to the length of one of those cross saws or that ripping saw there, but he made these a little bit smaller, and they are so user friendly. I mean, not just the ergonomics with the handle, but I mean the weight of them. I mean, you could really whoop some bush with these things. So I don't know if I want to sand them down or not. I mean, the handles, but I would like to get these sharpened up and get a little bit of the rust and some of that. Looks like it might even be a little paint on here, and get those sanded down. And I got me another. He did give me one, my grandfather on my wife's side. He did give me one of these, but he had another one of these, so now I got a second one of those, which I might sharpen up and, same thing, get it sanded down. These things here are actually quite fascinating. These are actually berry collectors. I don't know if you've seen anything like this before or not, but you basically just scoop through the bush and pull, and they go right inside there, and you just pick through those, and that's how you collect your berry, your blackberries and that type of stuff. So I did get those, and I'll probably clean those up, and I might even get a rustic paint for those, and let my wife join in on that. Yeah, one of the first things I wanted to do was actually make a mallet, because I need me a good wooden mallet for doing this type of stuff. But I'm probably gonna sand this up, get a wedge in there for good old Dad, and get this taken care of first. So that's one of my first projects there. Another one was this. Probably needs re-sanded, re-oiled, and I believe it needs re-wedged, so I'll have to pull that out, get that sanded down, get that back to I would actually probably use that, to be honest with you. But yeah, those machetes I thought were pretty cool, and they're pretty handy too. I don't necessarily have anything to really use them around my place, at least as far as I can see. But here's another cool item that they got. It's a manual grinder here. You can see, let me lay this down here. You know, you just crank this thing right here. You crank this thing and you set your stuff on there, and you can, you know, use this grinder. I'm not really sure. I think I want to actually put it right here, right at the edge of the table, so you know, your hands are free to wield that thing. But also we got right here, which is really cool. And it's a little old, and it's kind of missing the lining on this one side. But this is a chisel box, which isn't filled with chisels, but I got some stuff. These little saws I can make handles for. These little ripping saws are pretty cool, especially when you get down to fine sawing that you want to do. I'd like to handle both of those and have those and be able to use those, because I guarantee I'll need them for some of the stuff I'm looking to do. Another cool item here is this German toolbox. And if you guys remember, like the old Warner Brother cartoons, used to see these a lot. You know, the guys in the cartoons would always be lugging one of these things around. And of course, got some stuff. I got another mallet, which was pretty cool. I'll put that to use. And this is actually a sharpener, which you kind of spank left and right on this thing to sharpen knives. This was for walking. These were for walking in snow and ice. And you would put these on your feet. And I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if I ever use them, but I certainly like having them. And this was actually my welding, my clamp for welding. You know, we used to practice welding, so we just grab the plates and do our practice welds on them. And this here was actually really neat. And I believe they might have issued this at the end of World War II, because both of my grandfathers were in World War II, but her grandfather was as well. And I believe they issued, this isn't a K-bar, this is a, what would you call it? No, it's Kinfolks. And I think they might have issued this at the end of World War II. I could be wrong. I was looking at the year, but a pretty cool knife. And it is a pleasure to own this. I'll show you a little bit there real quick. Yeah, pretty nice knife. Pretty nice looking knife. It's an honor to have that. Let me slip it back in there. I know. Bam. The leather strap was broke on it, but still, you know, what a cool item. He did have another planer. He actually gave me one before, but he had another one, so I did take that. And this, I got to be honest with you, I'm not really sure, because a lot of the, that's Vinny over there causing havoc. I'm not sure exactly what they call this saw, because I have seen a lot of the survival guys have those breakdown saws that they take with them, and they get their firewood and stuff with it. And I'm not really sure what this is called, but it looks like you kind of tighten and loosen it from right here, and this mechanism right here. But I was glad to have that also. And I think that is just about it for right now, but I'm going to have my work cut out for me. And I just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that I'm going to be, this is something that was actually kind of unique. And I believe this is she told me this is like a cobbler's tool. And it's got like a little hammer on it. And I'm not really sure, I've never seen them used. But you grab something with it, put your nail in, and you got the hammer right on there. So that's kind of a cool little tool. I don't know if I did use it when I was getting the wedge out of here. I was using it to pull it off the top here, so because they were readily available. But yeah, I'm gonna be busy, and I don't edit any of my stuff yet, so I don't know whether I'll start taping me do stuff and actually editing or anything. But I know I did tell you guys I want to start doing live streams out in the garage here, and I'll probably be doing so. Oh, the vise. Yeah, I actually got a little vise here too. It was actually, I did actually use that to help me tap the head off of this hatchet. And it worked well. It worked well enough. I do need a bigger vise, though. I need to get me a bigger vise than that, something more solid, because this just kind of grips. It just kind of vices right into the bottom here. And it does, as you're hammering and stuff, it does move around. But these little piles of wood here are just my prep for getting it in the house when we burn. So that's what that is, in case anybody's asking about that. But yeah, pretty good haul this year, and I'm going to be sharpening and sanding these and getting these prepared either to use or to hang in the old garage here. This was actually his cane that her great-grandfather used, and he would take the kiddies out to the orchard and pick berries, and he had a little cart, and he'd walk with his little cane out there with a cart full of animals, and they'd go hang out in the orchard. But anyway, cheers. I will be posting more of these slowly but surely. Oh, I cannot believe I forgot these. These are actually handmade shears, and this is like all one piece of metal here. And it was so cool, I had to take them too. It's all one piece, and it's just kind of manipulated into a shear form, and they, of course, you pull the string off and, you use them. And they were so cool. I don't know if I'll ever sharpen them and use them, but I certainly have it available. So Vinny's over there getting in trouble. What are you doing? Looking for a stick. Anyway, yeah, that's what's probably going to be coming soon. Don't forget, I'm on Rumble, because I'll probably put this on YouTube and Rumble. I appreciate everybody that subscribed to me so far and that moved on over to Rumble. I'm not sure if I'll do specific videos for Rumble or YouTube. I'll probably put them on both. But yeah, that's kind of what I got going on. So God bless you guys. You guys be safe till we get on the next one.